Welcome back to another Random Recess restaurant review, and we're so excited to bring you this one because we've been looking forward to eating here ever since we saw it open. Located on the mezzanine level of Planet Hollywood, where Koi used to be, RIP Koi, we used to love Koi, you're gonna find Caramella, which is a restaurant that's owned and operated by Caesars and the Tao Entertainment Group. So we are super excited to go in there. We've heard some great things and the food looks phenomenal. It's supposed to have like the 70s Italian vibe in there, so let's not wait any longer. Let's get inside. I'm hungry. All right, so we just got seated here at Caramella. We walked through the dining room. The main dining room is absolutely gorgeous. It's decked out in 70s Italian decor, Murano glass chandeliers, super bright reds and oranges and beiges. It was really pretty in there, but we came out to the best seat in the house, which is out on the patio overlooking the strip. We have a line of sight to the Bellagio fountains, the Las Vegas Strip, the lights. This is absolutely gorgeous and it feels so good out here tonight. I'm excited to have a wonderful dinner. This is such a nice spot to eat. Oh my God.
All right, y'all, here's the menu at Caramella. It is Italian inspired. Our waiter has done a fantastic job of walking us through it. They've got these red boxes on here, which denote essentially like the different courses that they recommend. So appetizer, pasta, grilled and fire roasted, house specialties, and then of course your sides. Pretty traditional and somewhat untraditional Italian fare, especially for here in Las Vegas. And I guess being Italian inspired, we're gonna find out what that really means, but we're really excited. He walked us through some of his favorites. Always trust the server. The staff knows, they try everything. They have to. They have to know, right? They have to know the menu. So we're not sure yet how much we're gonna order. We just know that everything that was explained to us just sounded amazing. I have to say though, Chris is right about this view, the location. Now, when I reserved this, there were plenty of times available and I added a note to my reservation asking if possible, I'd like the patio. Now, when I booked this reservation, patio was not available. It was actually sold out. It said unavailable. All I could choose was standard or bar seating. So it just goes to show you, sometimes putting in a note, being really nice, showing up on time or a little early can go a long way, especially here in Las Vegas. So thank you to Caramella and the staff. Like, that was so nice that we're able to get this accommodated. I think someone may have just canceled, but y'all, the views are phenomenal. The only thing that I'll say so far that is maybe a little bit of a negative is just the volume, the noise coming off of the strip. Specifically right here next to Planet Hollywood, there's like some speakers and some music going. But honestly, you're in Las Vegas, you're on the strip, what do you expect? There's a lot of activity. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's definitely loud. But honestly, you may not get the ambiance of being in Italy or some like a fancy restaurant here in Las Vegas, but this is fun, it's lively. Y'all, I'm loving the orange. Like the color here is just so pretty. It's not like an obnoxious orange, but look at these plates, the chargers that come. I don't know if it's a charger or not, but it was on the table. It's really pretty. And look, where else can you have a really nice Italian meal and see Bluey, Mickey, Minnie, just hanging out with people?
Don't forget Giant Stitch and Spider-Man. Hello. It's like we're at the Italy Pavilion in Disney World. We had to start off the night with a cocktail, and what other cocktail are we gonna get? Martini boys. So we got the Dirty Caramella, which is their take on the Dirty Martini. It's got vodka, it's got pickle brine, it's got cipollini onions. This looks delicious. It's also got vermouth, so I already know it's gonna be good. Oh yeah. 5 out of 5.
Chris, cheers to an amazing evening here in Vegas.
Cheers. Oh, these Dirty Caramellas are so good. I love the fact that they switched the olive juice out for the pickle juice. The pickle brine is not as harsh as olive brine is, and it's just a really nice, smooth, dirty martini. I love it.
Yes, we did switch, but they just told us that they're turning on the heaters. There's a heater right, above me. And they also have misters, so I guess in the summer months, you can still cool down out here because y'all know Vegas gets hot, but this is great. Chris was getting a little too hot. I was still a little too cold. He's still getting some residual heat, but this is fantastic for me.
We're gonna mess up the order. We're gonna mess up the order of them bringing the food out, but that's fine. The heaters feel really good.
Or is this a test? Will they know who ordered what?
We're sharing everything anyway, so I don't think it matters. All right, so our appetizers came out, and for starters, we got the veal parmesan Mozzarella stuffed meatballs. I can't wait to dive in. They look amazing. I'm hungry. Let's do this. We're starting with the meatball. Oh yeah, so soft. Oh, look at the cheese inside. Even has a little bit of a cheese pull. Look at that gooey mozzarella. And we're outside, so sorry about the lighting if it's not great, but I'm gonna tell you how it tastes. These look amazing and they're filled with gooey mozzarella cheese, so how can they be bad? Oh my God, those meatballs are so good. They're crispy on the outside. They have a nice crunch on the outside, actually. The veal is super tender, and you get that gooey, melty mozzarella cheese in the middle to add that richness. These are awesome, 5 out of 5. That is a delicious meatball. I'm sad that there's only 3 of them. We also got the crispy porchetta, which is crispy pork belly topped with the chimichurri and pickled jalapenos.
All right, y'all, and I'm gonna try the crispy porchetta. Of course, Chris is gonna try this too. This is a hefty portion. Like, this is a big slab. I'm gonna slice into it right now. Oh, wow. Okay, yes. Yes to everything that's happening right now. Yes to all of it. Oh, you get porchetta stuck together. It's one porchetta. Oh, I can tell you the chimichurri that's on here. Oh, wow. I can smell it. It's so fresh. It may be hard to tell, but there's a really good crunch to this. The texture is perfect. You've got crispy bits, you've got soft bits of porchetta. It's really well balanced. The chimichurri cuts through the fat of the porchetta. It's really well flavored. The sauce that's in here is so good. I was a little worried because my pouch, I can't handle like a lot of spice. It just doesn't sit well with me anymore. But I'm not getting a hint really that that's gonna be a problem for me. So if you're spice averse, I think you're gonna be okay. This pork is juicy. Sometimes pork can be really dry. This is a 5 out of 5. It's fatty without being like greasy.
Digging in, here we go. Oh, this one's already cut. Here we go. Ooh, that is right. That chimichurri is the star. It really sets off the pork. Pork is tender. It's the perfect amount of fat. And you do get a hint of the jalapeno. It's not crazy. Just a little bit of heat. Excellent flavor. It tastes fresh. That is awesome. If you love pork, get the porchetta. This is amazing. Yeah, I agree, 5 out of 5. Caramella actually has its own Italian candy shop, so we may have to go check that out. And rumor has it, there may be a cool little place to get some after dinner cocktails, so stay tuned.
Yeah, y'all, for real. You're not gonna wanna miss that because we kind of already got a sneak peek as we were walking in. It looks amazing. All right, y'all, so I decided to get the filet mignon. It's the perfect size for me. Again, with the lighting, it's gonna be hard to tell because there's like an LED flashing everywhere, but y'all, this is the 8 ounce. I mean, it's massive. I mean, just look at that. I gotta say, when I cut into it, I could hear the crunch of the crust. And I was a little worried, a little concerned, but honestly, it cut perfectly. But that's a little too big of a bite. The question is, does it taste good as it looks? I gotta say, after going to Oscar's Steakhouse, I can't rate it as high as Oscar's, so like it tastes good, but it's not quite, I think, what I was expecting. There was something about it that I don't want to say is close to burnt because it's not. I think it was maybe cooked a little too well.
All right, for my entree, I got the chicken parmesan. This was one of the house specialties. And it's a giant chicken breast covered in sauce and cheese. What's not to love about a chicken parmesan? Now, I've had a couple bites, and I'll take another bite for you for science. They gave me a knife. You don't need it. It's fork tender. And look at that. Pretty good sized chicken, covered in sauce and cheese. The sauce should be a little more robust, I think, in flavor. It just tastes a little plain. And if I'm being 100% honest, could use a little salt. That's just me. I know salt is always kind of, person dependent. But for me, it's lacking a little bit of flavor. It's just the sauce is just kind of plain. I just wish the sauce had a little bit more flavor to it.
So we got the cavatelli, and it's made in-house. Cavatelli bolognese. And this was recommended to us. I almost don't even taste the meat that's in there. It is a meat sauce, I believe. It's supposed to be. And then the cavatelli itself, this is just my opinion, is very doughy. Like, it was a little dense. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but I think that happens with fresh pasta. Maybe it's just overworked, but I don't know that I would order this. For me, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5. I know that's really harsh, but I am gonna eat another bite, and trust me, we will eat this because we are paying for it.
So 100% agree with the bet here. I think 2 out of 5 is fair. It's definitely the weakest part of the meal is the pasta. And honestly, that was kind of what I was looking forward to most because it's handmade. I love handmade pasta. This is just really undercooked, I think. It's supposed to be house-made bolognese with veal, and expecting like a really robust, meaty meat sauce. Not really getting that. It's just kind of plain. And again, I think it's just under seasoned. Abed said maybe it's not a skip. I'd say skip this. If I'm being honest, this is kind of probably the down part of the meal. But hey, they all can't be winners all the time. You know what I mean? We're just being honest. Coming off the low scoring pasta, we're rebounding with the mashed potatoes. We got the quattro formaggi mashed potatoes. So 4 cheeses in these mashed potatoes. Abed and I have had to hold ourselves back from devouring this entire bowl. We had to save some to review. These are really good. Some of the best mashed potatoes I've had. So cheesy, so buttery. Do not skip that. I know it's just a side, but highly recommend those. 5 out of 5. You can actually taste the cheese in here. Sometimes when a restaurant says they put cheese in a mashed potato, it's just all butter and cream. You can taste the cheeses in here. It's really good. These are some of the best cheesy mashed potatoes that I've had. All right, so the potatoes were a 5 out of 5. We also got a second side, which was roasted broccoli. And we were just thinking, oh, that broccoli is gonna be whatever. It's a nice accompaniment. We're trying to be healthy. Yo, the broccoli is fire. That's a 5 out of 5 too. Perfectly cooked. Like the broccoli tops are charred. The stalks are nice and crispy still. It's juicy, covered in shaved Parmesan cheese, butter. Those are delicious broccolis. The sides here have been really good. You know, I know we were kind of down on some aspects of the mains, but the appetizers and sides have all been 5 out of 5s. They've been really good. All right, so we got the dessert menu, and we actually got a free dessert coupon from checking in today, which is really cool. So I don't know what we want to get. The server recommended the tiramisu because it paired well with kind of this espresso martini or take on an espresso martini that they serve here. Abed and I aren't tiramisu boys. Not our favorite dessert, which is weird because we love coffee and we love chocolate and we love ladyfingers, but anyway, not our number one go-to. They do have a foot-long piece of cheesecake. That sounds intriguing. And they have a signature tart, which also sounds intriguing. That sounds really good. They have a budino, which is kind of like a take on a creme brulee, a little variation of a creme brulee. I don't know what we're getting, Abed. What are we getting? What do you want?
So we can also get from the candy store, ask about today's selections, but we're gonna visit the candy store a little later, so and that is not the surprise, so don't think I just ruined it. Y'all gotta keep watching. Okay, I don't want the ice cream and sorbet because it's not Andy's frozen custard, and nothing can compete with Andy's frozen custard. So for me, what made it move was the New York style cheesecake. I'm just intrigued by the foot-long cheesecake. But I feel like if we're here to review and tell people what's good or not, do we get the signature tart?
So we got the signature Caramella tart. It's got salted caramel, dark chocolate. It's got a creme fraiche on top. I'm excited. The creme fraiche is kind of melting, so I got to eat this quick. Oh yeah, and it's an almond flour tart. Let's get a little bit of everything here. Wow, that is so good. And it's not too sweet. It's not too sweet at all. Maybe that's because of the dark chocolate. You get like a little hint from the salted caramel. It doesn't overpower it though. Consistency is great. It's nice and creamy. And that creme fraiche just adds a nice little finishing touch. That is a great dessert. 5 out of 5 for the dessert. That is really, really good. I bet you're gonna like that a lot.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful. You eat with your eyes, you eat with your senses, as we say on Random Recess. But, oh yeah, look at that. When it first hit the table, Chris and I were like, oh, that's a good size. Oh, it's not too big, that's good. Now I'm mad. It's so good. This is a 5 out of 5. If our rating scale could go higher, I would. That almond flavor from the crust is so good. Almond flour is really unique. It's obviously nutty, which like really helps balance out the chocolate and the caramel and that creme fraiche. When desserts are made like this, I get why it's a signature dish and they have it like in that box. There's a reason for it. Like that is fantastic. That has me excited about the candy shop over there. But yeah, sorry, Chris. Mine.
Wow, this is crazy. All right, hidden in the candy shop is this cool speakeasy. Definitely a vibe in here for sure. Let's go find a seat. All right, so the menu is full of really cool craft cocktails. Oh, wow. Okay, I thought it was multiple pages. It's just one. Let's see. These all look super fun. I don't know which one I want. All right, this speakeasy is such a vibe. There's a DJ right behind us in a mosaic DJ booth There's disco balls, animal print everywhere, which matches the restaurant, which had like those cheetah statues everywhere. Very 70s. This is so cool. And it's really well hidden. Like normally speakeasies sometimes in Vegas are like very obvious. If you didn't know that this existed behind the candy shop shelf, you wouldn't know about it unless you saw people go in. There's zero advertisement about it. This is an awesome, awesome addition to Caramella and a reason you should come here. After dinner drinks at a speakeasy. Come on.
So Chris said, after dinner. Why not before and after dinner? We got here so early for dinner that we honestly didn't have time to come here, but it is such a vibe, and I'm so excited to order my drinks, y'all. You doing okay down there?
I'm doing good. This chair is really low to the ground, but I'm doing good. All right, so our drinks came, and I got the Swift Lovebird. Also, if you can't tell, my chair is really low, and I can barely reach the straw. Anyway, the drink, super good. It's made with citron vodka. It's got some lemon. It's got some other fruits and citrus stuff in there. We'll put the ingredients on the screen. Basically, it's just a really citrusy vodka drink, and it's delicious. It tastes fruity. It's refreshing. It's a little bit sweet. So I'll go 4 out of 5 just because it's a little bit sweet for my taste, but it's a good drink. And you know what? The vibes in here make up for any over sweetness this drink might have. It is so fun in here.
So I got the candy shop because obviously we're in a candy shop speakeasy. That's what we're gonna do. And again, ingredients on the screen because quite frankly, I don't remember. So sue me. Oh, that's citrusy, that's sweet. I was a little worried because it said cotton candy and I think they dissolved it in here. That's really good. It's tangy, it's sweet. Now, Chris, you'll probably try this and say it's too sweet, but this is perfect for me. This is delightful. This is a 5 out of 5. An easy Abed 5 out of 5. Wow.
All right, we made it out of the speakeasy alive. That was a lot of fun in there. They were playing some 70s jams. They're really leaning into this whole 70s vibe. But anyway, final thoughts on Caramella. As far as Italian restaurants are concerned, it's not the best one on the strip, but what it lacks in food quality, it certainly makes up for in ambiance. It was beautiful in there. Love the outdoor patio space overlooking the strip. That is a great option to dine al fresco, especially when the weather gets a little bit warmer out there. It's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be the spot to eat dinner at. And the speakeasy was super fun. You gotta check it out when you're here at Caramella. The drinks were good, the music was great. It's a little bit of a clubby vibe, but plenty of spaces to sit down and relax. So, I'd check it out. It didn't blow my socks off, but it was a lot of fun.
I do agree with Chris up to a point. I'm not sure this is gonna survive in Vegas. And I'm not sure I would eat here again, especially given how much competition there is in Las Vegas. Now, I agree. The drinks are great. The staff was so nice. They took such great care of us. And we believe a part of the dining experience, above all else, is the staff. How do they take care of you? This is a service industry town, and they were so amazing, y'all. That being said, we had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves. We hope this helped you decide on where you can eat when you stay at Planet or if you're around this area. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, help us out. We're trying to get to 10K. If you want a few extra perks, consider joining our YouTube membership. We really want to build a fun community where we can engage and share more about our personal lives. And above all else, make sure to live your life one recess at a time. We only get one, y'all.